what is the most exciting thing about this album? Because, dude, coming back from retirement, people are going to have their eyes on you. 100%.
Yeah.
What is your scariest part of releasing it and your favorite part of releasing it?
I made the album in 12 days so I could get off Def Jam. That's my favorite part. I'm off Def Jam.
So you just threw that out there like that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I made the album so that I could leave. And guess what? I left them with some of the dopest shit I could give them. It's not like I just wiped my ass. Like, what am I excited? I'm excited to be independent. I'm excited to do my thing. And I'm really happy to know that I represented. And Loki was the face of a label, one of the illest hip-hop labels of all time. And that I sold millions and millions of records and gave them billions and billions of streams, and that it was a good partnership. You know what I mean? And I couldn't be happier to get the fuck out.
I have a two-part question.
Yes, sir.
Parlaying off of that. For you, musically, how do you define your success?
Oh shit!
Like, what are you looking at?
Damn. That's a gangster question. That's so loaded. It's like a potato.
Because I got a second one. But.
How do I gauge my success? Man, that's so hard. I think it also depends on when you ask me that, you know, because it's like, in 2018, I would have gauged my success by everything I was doing, selling out arenas and being on the radio and all this other shit. But if you had asked me before 1-800 came out, like that song, and then I followed it up with the Marshmello records or Eminem or this, that, and the third, I would have just gauged my success more so by money, which is funny. And then if you go before that, I would have gauged my success by what I gauge it by now, which is how happy am I and how much of my heart is going into the music. And it's 100% of my heart.
Which I love.
Yeah.
So then the second part of that question is, being a creator, I know what it's like to disappear, and then that fear of, especially if you gauge success, of returning, right?
Oh, dude.
And if your success has anything to do with numbers, are you fearful of returning? And maybe it's been a while, you know, like, do you feel rusty at all? Are you confident in the art? Does it not even matter to you because your body of work is strong enough in your head?
Man, y'all motherfuckers really just research, man.
We do this shit.
I appreciate it.
We do this shit.
We
actually the number one podcast in the world. Yeah.
Oh, flex.
Well,
So brought to you by Prime.
there he goes. It's in a
Pop.
plant. You
Ice
love
Pop.
it, especially that one. No, actually that one.
It is a scary thing, but then it just depends on what you want. It's like, bro, I don't even know the official number. You know how many albums I sold with Vinyl Days? In a week? 25,000. Do you know how many albums I sold? My last album that came out? 250,000. Now, 2 years ago is when I dropped that album. And 2 years ago, I sold 250,000 units. The world is changing drastically. And the reason I say this is because, well, one, my merchandise, Warner fucked up my rollout, but it's all good. I won't get into it like I did with Def Jam, but zing, it's going to be great. We're going to figure shit out. So they lost me a couple albums sold, but whatever, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is like, bro, isn't it crazy that, you know, I'm not stupid. People were like, oh, Logic's album's better than Drake's and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it ain't even a competition. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't give a shit. But I find it funny that this is arguably one of probably my most well-received album, at least in the culture of hip hop and in that circle that I've ever done. And isn't it funny that it's like when I'm out the door of the label and I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. Here you go. And everyone's like, oh, we really love this. And it's being praised so much, but it sells like shit.